All right, welcome back to MRL Season 12 Tier 3. As you can see, my webcam is broken, and along with that is my ring light, and also my mic is apparently failing, so everything is down on me about it. But, anyways, MR is not present today. We're just gonna go straight into it. As qualifying is already going on, we already have a couple times on the board. Ferrari not currently on original pole. Ron Swanson not too far off in the It's my X, but across the line goes third fastest. Golden Trip across the line goes fastest. Overall, right now, it is a Ferrari 1-2. Granted, only 5 drivers thus far to the time, including MB. And I gotta say, I love this. I genuinely adore. It's incredibly fun to drive around. It's really fast paced. There's a lot of room to overtake. It's just got a little bit of every, and also the scenery. Just, I mean, like this track is a yeah, he seems to be he's nearly in the 122s. So I suspect by the end of qualifying, we're going to be seeing that, and the V carbs are also working together as Fletcher is now getting a massive tow. Now, the question I'm wondering is, well, okay, no, never mind. There's the answer. I was wondering if Jay was gonna give him a tow down the next straight as well, but no, he just smart calls and he's gonna inter. But yeah, that's gonna give Fletcher a match. Honestly, I don't think they really need it because, well, frankly, this tier 3 V carb team is dominating. This is just unnecessary. You're just kicking down everybody else while they're already down. But oh. Here's the chat. There it is. Problems solved anyways. Fletcher is about to cross the line, and this banger of a lap, I think. Yep, there it is, into the 122s indeed. And fastest overall, currently it's V-Car 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. So the nation of Italy is a great time in qualifying car. We saw a few others. Bouncy, validated. D-Master is gonna be a contender. I still argue that he should have been tier 2, but, you know, he's gonna be up there fighting this, because he's now gonna be making his way in. Lots of just... But now, oh, that's a little bit of, there had to course correct a little. Now he's on a run down the back straight. Zeech is also making his way through to finish up a lap, going through Sector 3. Love navigating through this part. Honestly, ever since they renovated it and Zeech had ever since they remodeled it in 2021, this track has been a favorite. But let's see here. D-Master. Oh, it's going to be a purple Sector 2. So we'll see as he's going around. Just a few corners left to go, and he is absolutely attacking these corners. That was nearly track limits, but he stays just within. Really towing the line here with only a couple corners left to go to cross the line. What a run that was, crossing the line. Unsurprisingly, he goes into the top 3. But, yeah, this track, one of the most unique things about it is its pit lane. And, actually perfect. Ron Swanson can demonstrate as he's making his way out. You got a tunnel that goes under the track, and then you exit out, making your way on the track. And also, the pit lane entry is incredibly close, which Hunju is about to demonstrate. And, well, let's just say there's been more than a few times I have seen somebody crash right into the pit wall, separating the track from the... And I have a feeling we're going to see that at least once. I feel like it's going to happen at least once. It could happen maybe even several times. But, yeah, I have a strong feeling that it happens. Someone's going to get caught out by it. And, Jake Laser's his way out on track in the... Oh, wow, this... Aston Martin looks beautiful under the lights in this track. And wow, like I was genuinely like, hold up a second. It actually looks kind of gorgeous right now. The problem is, well, Aston Martin has been relatively anonymous this latter half of the season, so you barely even. Meanwhile, in the second Red. Oh, Bouncy says he's already done it. Yeah, I believe it. And Sketchy's updating. Oh, okay. So they get a touchdown. Follow up. Okay. Anyways, back to this. JT is making and the Red Bull. And speaking of, I am fully expecting Checo to get fired, and because wow. Oh, fun fact for everybody watching. He's let's see here. In up the stats. Okay, Sergio Perez got 152 points season, and out of those points, after Miami, he earned less than 60. The majority of his points were done within like less than the first 10 races, and then for the rest of the season, he got barely anything. Or what round was it? Okay, so after round 6, all the remaining races, the remaining 8 races in total, he scored less than 60. It's close to 60. It's just a little under 60. That means, on average, he scored like 3 points per race. Like, really? In a Red Bull. Now, some might say I am absolutely under him. Right. Because I really want to see Liam Lawson or Yuki in this desperately. Meanwhile, Bouncy's gonna go across the line. Okay, I want someone in chat to confirm I'm not schizophrenic, because I think I saw a car briefly like teleport onto the track for a mere instant and go back in. I really need someone to confirm that with me real quick. I feel like I just lost my mind. Meanwhile, VCarb reassert themselves at the top. 2 of the 3 cars in the 122s. Arena also in there, Bouncy, not too far off, and he's gonna soon enough. Okay, Bouncy saw it too. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Not in. Well, not that instant. Yeah. Wow, Gary is gonna be making his way out onto the track in the Kicksauber. Unfortunate, by the way, to both Bottas and Joe for Bottas. I don't feel necessary. Joe, on the other hand, well, he's a really nice guy. He's a solid driver, but standards are high these days. Solid, it just isn't long enough. It didn't help that they got done dirty by a terrible call. Thankfully, he doesn't have, as the cars are dead easy. So, a much easier time of it. And yeah, navigating that chicane can be a little bit tricky. Mess it up. We're gonna be taking a curb on the inside, and it's gonna be absolutely. Meanwhile, up here, of course, at the bank right here, the long left hand, and I have lost count of how many switchbacks I have seen, whether they've been successful or not. But like that like back city, it is really close. And then of course you don't really want to go side by side through that final sector. It's a little close. Meanwhile, that's I think he's up. And that's an invalidation. Yep. Oh, and he's spinning too. Yeah, he's not having a good time anymore. And yeah, there he's gonna go straight into the pits. And that's gonna. He doesn't have time. to go out on one more run. Meanwhile, Peach has invalidated. Area has started his, and how he does. And that is too much curve on the inside there. You can see the entire right side of the car lift up. I was about to say, the first corner was brilliant. The second corner, a little less so. So, he absolutely sent it into the corner. That was honestly, but just a little bit further left to go. Only pushing this car to the. Oh, and that's gonna. Yeah, okay, he actually handled it pretty well. That's gonna be close on track limits. Nearly invalidated. Captain lines though, and now navigating around the across the line. Oh, where does the Sauber driver put him? Meanwhile, JT is about to start or finish up. I guess he's done. He doesn't have enough time though to go out for a run, and Edge appears at right. He's doing 12 laps. Yeah, I think he's doing. Meanwhile, Osmari has a qualifying ban, and Rock. And now we have a Jake Laser back out on track, and I think he wants to try and put himself up to where his teammate is in P5. There we go. Yeah, what I was talking about with my mic breaking, yeah, that's a fine example. I think it's a problem with the cable specifically, and I'm gonna need to get that looked at later. But yeah, it's not great for me right now in regards to that kind of stuff. But that aside, Kiss My Ass is going. Just a couple corners left to go. Again, the drivers are getting really close to the track limit edges there, but though I suspect someone will end up invalidating there if someone ready. Is my act goes the P12. Marginal improvement in, but it's a second sector, and really navigating the chicane that can make a difference. That is really wide on entry, but a solid exit. Now he's gonna have a long run, burning most of his remaining battery, of course. Making deep there. How much improvement? I missed it. Well, we'll just run on board and see how much he has improved, if he has by the end of this. And he's taking this line a little bit differently. Yeah, he had to let out the gas. He was gonna keep on going and would have gone off the track for sure. Unfortunately, that may have been a slight miscalculation, but we'll see how much of an improvement has he made going across the line. Found a 10th, but unfortunately a 10th isn't enough difference. If he found another 10th, though, he would have found himself up to P6. Meanwhile, D-Master has invalidated, and he's got no battery left to his name. That's it for D-Master, unfortunately. He's not going to be able to find any improvement beyond this. His best start will be P7. Ron Swanson will also have his best start being 8. Golden Drift, if he's... Oh yeah, he's absolutely a player right now. So let's see what the Ferrari driver can round onto this rate. So I think the smidge squiggly. Still well done. Back straight towards the long left hand. Love seeing cars go. It's such a rapid yet long yet exciting corner to go through. Now going into this final part of the a lot of oh, hold up a second, that's Ferrari now going on to provisional pole, and Golden Drift, he's invalidated at the Latifi corner. That is extremely unfortunate. What would be the time crossing the line, though? I want to see. 125. That would have put him ahead of D-Master. Unfortunately, that's going to keep him just barely within the top 10. But depending on how Punju does here, just might get booted out of it. Going around with just a couple corners left to go. How will the Haas team principal fare? He improves and does push Golden Drift out of the top 10. Fletcher, meanwhile, steals back pole position. But the V-Carbs, who I honestly expected to just lock out the front row, unfortunately, had their plans completely. Oh, hold up a second! That is Zeech with a banger of a lap! What? Where did that come from? Okay. That was a run. What a dark horse. I genuinely didn't expect Zeech to pull that off. I didn't expect anybody, really, to beat Fletcher, but beat it by nearly 2.5 tenths. Like, that's a really impressive lap from Zeech. And suddenly, this race is looking much more interesting for it. This top 12 looks really good. And that's not to say to count out drivers like Kiss My Axe. Because they can still come in and find a little bit of a problem. But that is going to be the end of qualifying. And what a finish that was. You said you can't hear the cars at all? I have the in-game at D level, but not so much that it's overpowering myself. Like for my audio here, I mean, it's showing that it's like registering on a similar level of voice, albeit a few decibels. But here, all in all D the decibel. There we go. That way, it will show up a little bit louder. I'll have a or the 5 red come out. So it's gonna be really close. The top 4. And if D-Master can get a good start, he's going to throw himself into the. Well, I think. And especially since this track, I believe, promotes a lot of really good, a nice open track. Is incredibly wide, and yet it has moments where it's incredibly close. This track just has a little bit of everything for me. All right, and here we go. 5 red lights coming on in the sunset of Abu Dhabi. And the 5 red lights are out. We are underway, and Zeech gets a good start, but Fletcher is going to be able to challenge him for the lead into turn 1, and Fletcher's back out a little bit. It looks like we kept it all nice and tidy through the first couple corners, and indeed we did. But with already some movement, Bouncy going to attack Jays, looking on the outside, trying to fill that 4th place, while breaking him into the corner entry. He's going to have advantage on corner exit here. Jay is compromised. He's going to lose a spot. D-Master now looking on the outside. Jay nearly driving into the side of him, but thankfully he had some awareness there and managed to avoid it. And here we go into the next corner. Oh no! That was nearly a disaster. Some daring driving from D-Master finds himself up yet another place as Bouncy just got completely compromised and has lost a couple places and is in danger of losing one from Logan. Looking around the outside, going deep on the outside around the hairpin here. He's forced to back out as currently Fletcher has stolen the lead. Zeech went from 1st to 3rd in the span of a lap. And we have a very close battle here. Up takes Logan could be in this as well. And honestly, everybody is keeping within DRS range at the moment. Oh, but something happened to Punju. He's lost out massively. Oh, and he's having a hard time with the tires as well, looks like. Struggling for grip. And Fletcher will be leading by the end of the first lap. Ferrari Nut is going to be, honestly, in pretty close danger here, because Zeech is all over the back of him currently. And I suspect a dive is incoming on the inside. I mean, Zeech will have to make a move soon because, yeah, Ferrari Nut just does not have the pace and is already potentially out of DRS range, and Zeech, I think, is fully aware of this, which is why he's sending it, burning some battery, and already pushing himself ahead. Why does Ferrari Nut have so little battery remaining? What? Oh my god, he has, like, nothing left, and it's not even the third lap yet, but, meanwhile, Peach manages to get past, and now some DRS is going to be able to start closing that gap. Jay burning some battery, looking on the outside of the McLaren of D-Master. And he doesn't make it happen. Meanwhile, Logan and oh, what is happening to Logan there? He just completely shifted around, and I think he took off an end plate of Ron. Yes, yep, Ron is missing end plate on his left side. Oh, meanwhile, who is it going to pits? Pits, yep, there it is. Ron going in to replace him. I think it's like. And in the meantime, Logan is going to continue running after this top group. Oh, he's getting a good run here. He might be. And in the meantime, D-Master's starting to lose a little bit of touch with the top three. He's going to have to move pretty quickly in order to keep that up. But he's also got Jays looking right behind him. Perhaps opportunity. So, okay, late braking from Ferrari Nut, and he completely compromised himself. And that, he completely just clipped D-Master there. D-Master is completely compromised, and that has given Zeech and Fletcher just the freest opening of all time. As now Ferrari Nut finds a way past Jay, but I feel like he's gonna get I feel like he might get a penalty for that. I'm not sure what the stewards are gonna say. They could very well rule D-Master at fault. I didn't get the greatest view of that, and I'm also not a steward, so granted. Yeah, I feel like, though, from my POV, I feel like that was Ferrari Nut's fault, but it could be argued to be. I do think both could have done more. But anyway. Yeah, with that, the top two are basically just going to play. And then we're going to have three cars here battling it out for that podium position. Ferrari Nut already let it slip quite literally already. And there's a again, but Jay's at. Yeah, neither are using much battery, mainly because they both don't have much battery left to begin with. And is done completely. Bouncy makes way past Jacobson as he can try and back, but yeah, Ferrari Nut losing it on that corner just completely compromised everybody. And oh yeah, there it is again. Yeah, Ferrari Nut just has no grip. Oh wait, something that Logan as well also lost it. Oh no! Oh, that's Curry is out. Well, suddenly Punch is back in there, as well as Rod, who is lapped. Okay, no, he's not lapped, but he's way behind, and this has just saved him. And unsurprisingly, everybody's going to be coming in for what I suspect will be hard tires. These hard tires are cracked in this. Yep, there it is. And Pete asked why did Shamrock start on softs? Well, you see, I'm convinced Shamrock just does this. Like he just kind of does this for fun. He takes it the least seriously here. Yeah, and there goes Drunken Shamrock into the pits rather late. But yeah, he's gonna be smart about it, and he's gonna go on hard tires. Psycho, honestly. But no, it is a hard, sensible choice. As the number 69 car, nice, back out. And if Ron catches up in time, he'll be able to catch up and go in the next lap. But hold up. Why didn't any Big Laser? I understand because he started on the hall. But to all the other medium runners, you really think that was a miscalculation? Unless another safety car comes up, in which case it could work out in their favor. Yeah, I really personally. Oh. Yep, Ron should be able to just in time for the city. It will be a late call. Actually, putting it real last second call. Yep, there it is. Okay, safety car in this. Wait, what? Oh, Drunken Shamrock just let him by. He actually just JT spun. JT spun as a safety. Oh no, JT has he's completely ruined himself as the race has restarted. JT is all the way back there. His tires are most certain it up right now. He's gonna be struggling for grip, and he's all the way back there. Completely compromised himself on her. And here we go as the race is back underway. Deech is going to be hounded by Bouncy as already Fletcher makes a move on Asmari. Oh, and Asmari drifts a little bit as Ferrari not trying to make a move. They had a little bit of contact. Edge gets a track limit warning as now D-Master and Edge are going wheel to wheel. Edge flies past as D-Master is just getting mugged by both Edge and Logan. As we go into the chicane, that's a lot of people locking up right there, but everybody navigates through okay. That is Ferrari not looking on the outside of Asmari, looking for a chance to get past. Fortunately, not on the outside, but will he dive on the inside? Oh, that is that was a bit of a weird bend there. Oh, but there it is! What? I didn't think that was possible, but Ferrari not just absolutely spot him. Wow. That was absolutely devious from Ferrari Nut. I really love that. Alponju is just all over the back of his. He's just looking for a chance to get through because he's got Jays on the back of him as well. Alponju needs to make this move happen and quickly get through. And already he's alongside the not a great corner to overtake on, but it's compromised as Punju takes the opportunity. He gets ahead as Mari is going to be defending from Jays as well as a few others. Edge takes the advantage. As Mari he's getting mugged! He's getting absolutely mugged! Then it's 3 cars that just overtook him in a mere moment as he's trying to desperately fight this back. What was that? Who was that? That was Jay, just absolutely weaving all over the place. They're getting some real close racing. I do not like how close this is. Yep, there it is, wheel bang. I'm amazed it didn't end somehow worse. But this racing is so close, and I'm afraid it's going to get a little bit too close as Jay's struggling a little bit on the exit. D-Master gets past Edge as Jay is looking for a way. That's the Hats of Punju, and Punju is holding them up quite well. Oh, hold up. Who is that? Who lost it? Oh, and that's a VSC. What happened? Asmari gets a 10-second penalty for a severe collision as both of them are missing front wings. I already know I'm going to get a couple clips submitted to me later. I don't want to deal with it. But here we go. A few cars going into the pits now. Unfortunately, this VSC is going to do so much in terms of damage limitation. All this is kind of running away. And Ron gets a drive-through penalty for speeding out. This is a terrible race. Honestly, I wouldn't blame him. And that's Ferrari not getting cut. Wow. For a moment, we have both Aston Martins at the podium. Fletcher is on the newest set of hard tires. Others want credit on. As that's the Aston Martins now duking it out. Fletcher could get an opportunity here. Jake Laser gets past Bouncy. Now Bouncy's going to have to defend from Fletcher, who's already on the back of him, looking for an opportunity here. He's got a good run on the inside, outside, which way is he go, or is he just going to hold off and use that DRS? Looks like it is up for 3 after all. And now he's going to be burning a healthy amount of battery in an attempt to get a good run. The problem is Bouncy has DRS as well, and so Fletcher is just kind of stuck in a DRS trap at the current moment. He's going to have to make a send if he wants. Actually, maybe not. That was not a strong exit from, but DRS is going to help. If this process goes to pain. Fletcher looking outside. Gonna have a really good run of momentum here, and he manages to pull it off. He's ahead. While Punju makes way past Kiss myself in a spot right in what could be a net podium. Oh, and Bouncy gets a 3-second time penalty. That is going to be by the end of this. Meanwhile, D-Master muscles his way past Jay. And with Kiss My Ex going into the pits, it's going to free him up to chase after Punju. Well, MB Jacobson is within DRS range of Ferrari now, but I don't think the medium tires are going to do him any favors at this. And Kiss My Axe just falls all the way down along with Bouncy. Meanwhile, Fletcher gets past Jake Laser. Only one car now remaining him in the lead. This is a very powerful drive coming from Fletcher at the current. And the people he was fighting for the lead now, their positions are looking a whole lot more different now. At a severe disadvantage because he has to pit. Fletcher doesn't have to do that anymore. No, I mean, if another safety car were to happen like right now, suddenly the result was favor. At the current moment, is not looking good for the Red Bull driver as Demon and is it the hunt for a podium. Gets past JT and is the point. Logan also gets past JT. What happened to and JT lost it. Having a very hard time with grip when it comes back, and each goes into the pits. And unfortunately, after that pole position, the race strategy has completely compromised, and he's going to drop from the lead to 9th place. Could be potentially 11th if and Logan yes. Which yeah, it's looking pretty likely. Yep, they're long gone. Honestly, he could see himself just barely within the point if Bouncy gets through here, and he is. Oh, they're coming on side by side. Okay, but yeah, each drops from the top of the points to the very bottom. And that's gotta hurt, but at the very least, he's got tires that are 7 laps fresher than the rest. He's gonna have to rely on that fresher rubber to give him that advantage. And in the meantime, we have a battle for the lead here between Ferrari and Fletcher. It is an even playing field at the current moment. But the more they fight, the more it could bring others like D-Master, Punju, and Jay into the mix of this. But of course, first, they need to find a way past MB Jacobson, which will prove to be easier than I thought because MB Jacobson just nearly lost it. And D-Master is looking for a way on the inside. Does MB Jacobson choose to pit? Yes, he does. He's going to make his way in. And that is going to free up the others. But D-Master lost some valuable time there. Jake Laser is also still within this potential fight for the podium. But he's going to have the pit here. And I suspect he will be 17. And MB Jacobson. Jacobson is barely within the moment, and he put himself within the points. Meanwhile, Jay makes his way past both Punju and D-Master. D-Master, wow, that was a rather haphazard send there from the McLaren driver. Kind of had to take a little bit of avoiding action there. Kind of got a little bit greedy there. And in the meantime, Punju makes his way past Jay. Jay thought he was going to have it easy, but the Haas driver would disagree. And unfortunately, Jay is further behind, but the more these fight, the more the top 3 get away. And that is big now. They hope to get sent for a win. Bouncy, meanwhile, has gained a plate, it looks like, as he Kiss My Axe makes his way past Jacobson, puts himself into the point. As we are now reaching about the halfway point, and oh, that is JT having a nightmare of a race right now. D-Master gets a 3-second, and ouch. That's gonna hurt any chances of him winning. While he's looking for a chance past Punju, he's gonna have an opportunity here at nice helping at DRS. Really close up, and I'm pretty sure he's running a lower downforce setup compared to the others. Okay, yeah, no, he absolutely is. He's absolutely running lower. Because he just surged past. He's struggled a little bit there. Yeah, they completely screwed up his run there. That exit rather poor. And that means Punju is going to be able to push his way past. And that's D-Master looking as well. And yes, they both make their way past. Yeah, that exit completely compromised. And their fighting is allowing this top three to get away. Fletcher, though, I imagine, is going to want to find an opening here sooner or later. And Jake have to pit. Although, I will say, if a safety car were to happen in the next couple laps, that would suddenly put Jake Laser in a... Oh, and there it is. There's the move for the lead, it looks like. Yep, Fletcher finds his way past, but he goes off the track. That is going to be compromised. He nearly lost it on the curve there. That could have been an absolute disaster. To just immediately get into the lead, and then just as you make it to the front of the field, you completely lose and crash. That would have been like a perfect Greek tragedy right there. And Ferrari chooses to back off. He could have gone, but you could hear him letting off the puddle. Better opportunity, which right about now, and it starts in, and I think they are kind of stop fighting each other. Let them fight it out, and perhaps. Now the top two kind of, he's just sitting back popcorn, having a great time with it. Might have been trickling it. Field. So Jake Laser's window is probably from this lap to lap 8. And at that point, well, he better... Unfortunately, that means he's going to drop like a brick, potentially out of the points. Those fresher, faster tires will give him a big advantage. Yeah, that hard tire call was not the wisest one at this stage of the race. And there goes at a punch. They can kind of a DRS train. They can potentially get up to the back and forth. I think they're kind of coming to that realization. Not quite. So as for Laser, does hit this or does another lap on the... I think he's just putting his hopes up for potential safety. Coming to him. And Jake Laser starting to lose touch with it. Oh, caution second, and that is JT just absolutely. As Logan just got mugged for 2 positions by Zeech and Bouncy. Bouncy, maybe looking for, and that is. And wow, poor exits from both Zeech and Bouncy. As Jacobson are to wheel the 2 team principals going at it as he actually keeps himself ahead of the side. You can see D-Master kind of struggling for grip there. Right now, Punju is putting up an excellent defense. He's actually little by little, pull away from the two. Great if he made it off. Time Ferrari Nut may have a potential kill here on his hands. A little more battery. He's got DRS, but I suspect he's going to back out and wait. Yep. That's exactly what. A good exit here. That good. Got a good amount of battery. He's got DRS. He's got ERS. Yeah, he's going for it. Looking on the outside. He gets alongside and ahead going into the corner. But he compromised himself. Fletcher is going to be able to fight it back. They keep it close. They come together. Alvin Ferrari loses it entirely. And suddenly, that second place, okay. That was dangerous. Ferrari Nut nearly went directly into the trio of Master, Punju, and Jays. That could have ended horrifically had they not all reacted well. Wow. Yeah, Ferrari Nut's is going to be dropping off massively. And Jake Laser makes his way into the pits as well. We now have a battle for P2 as Fletcher is now fully in the clear. And as for that incident, unfortunately, I think Ferrari Nut kind of brought that upon himself. I think he's a little bit too hard defending on the inside. I'm not sure. Fletcher maybe could have gone a little bit further on the inside. No, and that may very well be a racing incident. And I also had a poor view of that again. It was rather touch and go there. Yeah, D-Master, you can see him slipping a little bit throughout multiple corners right there. And along with the 3-second time penalty, he's just not having a good time of it. But the thing is, if Fletcher is found at fault and he gets a penalty, that would be 5 or 10 seconds. So, if that were to happen and Punju keeps himself within this current gap, Punju could get a win on penalties. So, that's a very real possibility, but that's if Fletcher is found at fault for that incident, and if it's even reported. I suspect it would be. Granted, Fletcher doesn't have to fight anybody anymore, so he's going to have an easier time with this, and yeah, he's already cleared that 5-second gap. Meanwhile, though, wait, who's the Red Bull? Oh, it's JT. JT has now been lapped by the top 3, and well, he's going to have to get out of the way of Jay here. He absolutely should be getting blue flags, but instead, he's trying to unlap himself fighting D-Master. I don't know why he's doing that. Okay, and there we go. There he lets by Jay. But, I mean, that was not a time to try and unlap yourself, I think. Honestly, if I were JT at this point, I would kind of just cut my losses and retire the car. Nothing to be ashamed of in that regard. If you're lapped at the end of the race, yeah, your race is effectively... Oh, and hold up a second. Punju and D-Master going side by side. I think we can get a better POV here. Yay. And, oh, I was expecting something more spicy. It's Ferrari that could be fastest of the race now. Each way past Edge as Edge gets passed by Bouncy as well. Oh, and that's going to be off the track for the Red Bull driver. That could very well be a track limit problem right there. And in the meantime, Punju are continuing to duke it out as Jay is kind of forced to watch on as that is Zeke. Oh, no, not Zeke, that's JT getting past and unlapping himself as he's just kind of desperate to make amends for past mistakes. But he's going to have to make his way past 2 other cars if he hopes to unlap himself here. It's just completely compromising Jay at the same time. Technically, he is within his rights to unlap himself. But he's going to have to really push for it. Yeah, you can see him getting the blue flags there as he's just looking for an opportunity to get past Punch, and if he does, well, it's going to completely compromise Punch as well. He goes wide and lets by Jay again before he gets a penalty. So I expect he's going to try and overtake him again, and Jay is just getting royally screwed by this at the current... Yep, JT's going to get a really good run, and he's going to be able to overtake the V-Carb here. Or at least in theory. Not using much battery, he's just sticking back. I think he's just kind of hoping that they cause an incident at some point. And sail on past. Unfortunately, that's just not happening. Either that or he's trying to give them a hard enough time to make Z catch up. That's also possible. Meanwhile, Panju makes his way past and is back up to 2nd place. And man, this race is really winding down. Once again, down the main straight, Jay's actually getting a really powerful run here. He's going to be able to get past 1. He's looking for 2 cars, but the opening doesn't present itself. Now, D-Master dives on the inside on Punju. Jay's going to be taking a wide entry to get a nice exit here. He's going to have an opportunity to get past not 1, but 2 cars. The low downforce package is giving him a sizable advantage in speed, but he's burned all of his battery remaining. And that's going to compromise him just enough that both keep ahead of Jay's. Jay's is going to have to wait and hope for a better opportunity while saving up battery all over again. All that momentum and all that waiting for, unfortunately, it to be... Well, as long as we're kind of watching a repetitive streak here, congratulations to McLaren for winning the Constructors' Championship, not in MRL, but IRL, of course. And, yeah, as a McLaren fan, I am very happy to see. Although, Ferrari did get me a little bit nervous. Oh, okay, hold up. That was Jay getting real close to the rear end of Punju there. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too far back. Even using that low downforce package, it ain't gonna make much of a difference. And that is a JT making his way past as Jay's gonna get cropped. Oh, he makes a little bit of contact there, just a slight love tap. Oh, wait. He just shaved off a bit of the front wing there, didn't he? Okay, no, he's fine. And Ron Swanson gets a 3-second time pen. JT looking for an opening to try and unlap himself around both the McLaren and the Hats. Jay's nearly loses the car. JT nearly goes into Punju. I don't understand why JT's fighting like this. I really don't. Unless, of course, he's trying to help out his teammate, in which case, oh wow, it's actually working. Zeech is less than 3 seconds off now. If this is JT's plan, it's 100% working. What? Is JT actually big brain right now? What? I feel like he is. I mean, you can see it. He's now in very close proximity. He was 5 seconds just a couple laps ago. He's now less than 2.5, and he's looking on the outside again. Now suddenly, Zeech is 2.1. This is doing him all the favors, as Punju and D-Mats are gonna duke it out again, all this squabbling, and yet they don't realize. Slowly but surely approaching Red Bull, and Aston Martin right behind. Oh, and Bouncy, I think, is going to be trying to fight Zeech. Bouncy, I don't think this is the best time, because you have an opportunity to maybe steal a podium here. Alright, here we go again, around the outside. D-Master sweeps through. That was a little bit spicy there, but we keep it just with the lines. As Zeech is now almost under 2 seconds behind. Just 4 laps left to go. This could be an exciting finish after all. I was expecting to be rather disappointed, but here we have an actual fight on our hands. Oh, and look at that. That's over half a second gain in just a few corners. That's absolutely massive. And I think with the gap of JT, Zeech earned himself a helping of much needed DRS. And, yep, he's absolutely within the range to get DRS from his team. Bouncy's on this too. We get a 5-way battle for P2. And Fletcher is just like, have a great day. But back to... Here goes Zeech. Yep, JT just lets him by as... that was a rather sudden move from JT there. But I think JT was doing all that. Oh no, that's D-Master getting compromised. Zeech may already be able to get the run on him. Yeah, if that was JT's plan all along, round of applause for him. Because that was absolutely ingenious, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just retires. Oh, hold up, there's Zeech! Oh, What in the what? Hey, it's a cool battle. Snaps his fingers. Nope. Well, that's just disappointing. Got me all hyped up for nothing. That is just absurdly disappointing. But look at this run of cars. And, here's my access pen. Actually, Jake Laser isn't too far off of this with only a few laps left to go. This is heating up to a really good finale, actually. Excited for that. So Zeech on much fresher tires by comparison. He's gonna get a good run here. He's got a lot of battery. Ferrari Knight has he's crushed in the Latifi corner. Oh no. Oh, this Seamaster and Jay's going wheel to wheel. They bang wheels. Jay gets compromised. Punju gets compromised. Zeech has finally gotten that opening. He is released. He's unleashed now. He's out to P4. He could steal a P2 potentially. He's definitely going to be getting a P3 penalty. But this is going to be so close. We have ourselves one hell of a race on our hands right now. 6 cars all in contention. Well, okay, 5. Sorry, Jade. Kinda, sort of. So we have 5 cars in contention for a podium. Potentially 6 if Jake Laser action. With 2 laps left to go. We are on the penultimate lap as all these cars are going all out. JT lets by and releases Jake Laser. It's Jake Laser is now in on this train of 6 cars. But only one of them is going to be taking that second step on the podium. D-Master is leading said train, but he's got the disadvantage with a 3-second time. by the time this is all over, he's going to drop all the way behind this entire train. Meanwhile, Bouncy overtakes Jace. Jace is getting compromised. They come together. Jace into the wall. Oh, and yikes. Meanwhile, Zeech gets past Pudju. We got a really close battle here. This is going to be incredibly close. Pudju is just kind of muscling Zeech here. Zeech goes on the outside, has to rejoin. That's technically a legal overtake. Zeech gets to run. He's on the outside. He gets past. Pudju on the inside. He also gets past. As we go towards a hairpin corner, can Pudju keep the position? He does. Jake Laser now also in on this action. We're going to the final lap here soon enough. This is going to be an incredible race finish and a very easy by Fletcher. But back to the action. What is happening? Zeech is pulling away as he goes wide. That's a very big compromise as Jace gets a 3-second time pen. It's insult to injury. Golden Drift within range. Drop Jace down even further. Meanwhile, Jake Laser. Oh! On the final lap, no less, Steam Master gets another 3-second penalty. With so little to go, that's gonna ruin Master there. Jake Laser has an opportunity to potentially snag a podium. He's gonna have to run like his life demands it, though. And here we go, D-Master looking on the outside of Pudju, perhaps. Is he going for the dive? He attempts, but Pudju outbreaks him here. Jake Laser is going to have one shot, one opportunity down this back straight to make this count. Meanwhile, we still have a battle for a legitimate P2. Pudju burning all the battery he's got left. Does he have the run? Does he have the outside line? I don't think he does, but could he switch back here? No, he can't. He doesn't have the grip. And that's going to be it. Zeech is released. He's managed to come back from a disadvantageous strategy to a really good result, honestly. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Jake on the disadvantageous strategy. But look at that. He's put himself into a P4 finishing position. Meanwhile, Fletcher wins in dominant fashion. Zeech manages to snag second place as D-Master is going to drop down to P7. Aston Martin, the big winners of today with a really nice points haul. And still, of course, RB gets really good points with that P1 Zeech P2. And I think Zeech needs to really give JT a little bit of a thank you there, because JT absolutely annoying second through fourth really helped out Zeech catch up. So, wow. That race was incredibly hectic in the beginning, or rather boring in the middle, but then had a really action-packed ending. I was actually really happy about that. I was expecting to be incredibly disappointed about. That was actually really. So that is gonna be it. Wait, D-Master's he's still there, but yeah, wow. What a race. What a race. And that is gonna be the end of the Abu Dhabi GP. And we're gonna be looking forward to the penultimate round when we make our way to Imola, Italy. I do enjoy that track. And it's gonna have some really close racing. And some of it is gonna be too. The track is so it not have a whole lot of room to maneuver, but the battling is going to be hard. It's going to be exciting, and be sure to tune in next week for that, as well as be sure to like, comment, subscribe, etc. And also be sure to tune in to tiers 2 and 1, which will be coming up just after this. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you next.